Hello everyone, welcome to Scorched Earth Toys at anymoon.com's comparison of Bandai's DX VF-171EX toy to Bandai's DX VF-171 Nightmare Plus toy. The EX was released in June 2012 for 14,000 yen. The Nightmare Plus followed that up in April 2013 for the same price. These toys are very similar to each other than the paint scheme. They do come with different pilot figures. The EX comes with a little Alto figure. The Nightmare Plus comes with this guy, whoever he may be. Okay, the other difference between these two that's notable in fighter mode is the canopy shape. It's a little more angular and stealth-like on the Nightmare Plus, and a little more traditional and bulbous on the EX toy. Most of the other differences can be directly attributed to the detail work on the line art. The Nightmare Plus features little white dashes in a few different places, some no-step signs on the wings. None of that's really on the EX toy. Not that the EX toy looks like it's lacking any detail. You might be curious, were there improvements made? Not really. This toy, other than those mold changes, is exactly the same toy. I've heard a few more durability issues with the Nightmare Plus toy. It seems like a few are missing more parts right out of the box, but it still seems to be relatively limited considering the feedback from all the people who have purchased one of these. Alright, without further ado, let's move on to Gear Walk and Droid mode and see what other differences we can find. I'm going to pause at Gear Walk mode, but pretty much just long enough to tell you that other than what we've already discussed in fighter mode, there's really nothing special about the Nightmare Plus's Gear Walk mode. In this mode, it's almost just a repaint, except for, again, what we've already discussed in fighter mode. Alright, let's check out Droid. Finally, we come to Droid mode, where the big difference here is the head sculpts. On the EX toy, there's a dual visor. On the Nightmare Plus, it's a singular visor. Otherwise, very similar looking. And obviously that goes for the whole vehicle, which, as you would expect from the other modes, it's just pretty much a trim change. Now, I did find that my Nightmare Plus was much more enjoyable to transform because it wasn't nearly as stiff out of the box as the EX toy was. The EX was overly stiff. It made it real difficult and not very much fun to handle. My Nightmare Plus, on the other hand, was pretty much a joy. And at this point, I've transformed these toys enough to kind of get my way through them a little bit better and don't find them nearly as frustrating. The big question is, do the wings stay in better on the Nightmare Plus toy? At this point, it's a little too soon to say. Those wing pegs are kind of like a joint, so they can get loose over time. But they came out of the box nicer than they did on my EX toy, which is sort of the opposite of every other joint on the EX toy, which was much stiffer. Now it's a little bit looser on the Nightmare Plus, except those wing pegs, which so far so good, knock on wood. Alright, visit my full review on anymoon.com of the 171 toys. Thanks for viewing.